Brief introduction explaining the series' goal to explore and debunk popular urban legends by examining the facts and myths. Introduction to the legend of the vanishing hitchhiker, a ghostly figure who disappears from vehicles. Examination of the origins and variations of the legend across different cultures. Interviews with individuals who claim to have experienced or heard firsthand stories about the vanishing hitchhiker. Insights from folklorists, psychologists, and paranormal investigators on the plausibility of the legend. Experiments and tests to replicate and debunk aspects of the legend. Presentation of the Hookman legend, where a killer with a hook replaces his hand. Discussion on how this legend reflects societal fears and has been portrayed in media. Exploration of where this legend began and how it evolved over time. Analysis by criminologists and psychologists on the intersection of real-life crime and urban myth. Examination of evidence to determine if there is any factual basis to the legend. Introduction to the Bloody Mary ritual and its variations. Exploration of possible historical figures and events that could have inspired the legend. Insights from psychologists on why people believe they see Bloody Mary and the effects of suggestion and expectation. Controlled experiments to test the Bloody Mary ritual and understand its psychological impact. Discussion on how the legend persists in modern culture and its impact on folklore. Presentation of the legend where a killer hides in the back seat of a car. Examination of any real-life incidents that might have inspired or reinforced this legend. Insights from law enforcement on the practical aspects of car safety and urban myths. Analysis of why this legend resonates with people and its implications on personal safety. Investigation and testing to separate fact from fiction in this legend. Introduction to the story of a choking dog that leads to the discovery of a human finger. Commentary from veterinarians on the plausibility of the legend from an animal health perspective. Examination of forensic evidence that could support or debunk this legend. Exploration of how such legends spread and change over time. Investigation into any factual basis for the story and its evolution. Presentation of the legend that giant alligators live in the sewers of major cities. Insights from biologists and herpetologists on the possibility of alligators surviving in urban environments. Examination of the origins of the legend and its connection to actual events. Discussion on the blending of fact and fiction in urban environments. On-site investigations and research to uncover the truth behind the legend. Introduction to the legend where a babysitter receives threatening calls from inside the house. Exploration of any real-life crimes that might have inspired the legend. Insights from psychologists on the fear and anxiety this legend taps into. Commentary from police on home safety and the reality of such threats. Analysis and investigation to determine the truth behind the legend. Presentation of the legend where a babysitter discovers a killer disguised as a clown statue. Discussion on the fear of clowns and how this legend plays into it. Insights from psychologists on the phenomenon of coulrophobia, fear of clowns. Examination of any real-life incidents involving clowns that could have inspired the legend. Investigation and debunking efforts to uncover the reality behind the legend. Recap of the investigations and the most significant debunked myths. Personal reflections from the host and experts on the power of urban legends and their place in modern culture. Encouraging viewers to share their own experiences with urban legends and to continue exploring the truth behind popular myths.